Victims of a nationwide moving scam are finally getting some good news. They'll be able to reclaim their items after months of waiting patiently.
About that, WMAR 2 News investigator Mallory Sofastaii has been working this story for a year now, and she joins us with more because if it's a matter to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
Yeah, guys, so finally, some good news. The man accused of operating the scheme has agreed to release the household goods being stored in 6 warehouses across the country. I actually know of some victims who are going to collect their items this week. However, the bad news, we're now tracking a new operation that's left dozens of other moving victims without their belongings.
They caught on to the scheme, then closed them down. In July, 12 people were charged with operating more than a dozen moving companies that held customers' goods hostage, hiked up prices, and in some cases, never returned people's households.
These indictments send a bold message that moving fraud schemes will not be tolerated.
The FBI and the Office of the Inspector General located many of the belongings in warehouses all across the country. But they couldn't just hand them over. First, they needed permission from Andre Shuklin, the man accused of leading the companies that took them in the first place. On Tuesday, Shuklin granted the government's request. According to court documents, investigators have identified more than 160 shipments sitting in 6 warehouses.
We know where our belongings are, so that's the great news.
While they work to coordinate with victims on pickup dates, another moving company appears to have picked up where the rogue operators left off. Chris Bauman hired Titan Moving and Storage van lines in June. 72 days after his move, he's still missing everything.
My wife's wedding dress, she's talked about that a lot, that she, we have 3 daughters. She wanted to at least give them the shot of using it someday. That's gone. There's just lots of personal things. But I'll also tell you, this kills me to say out loud, but they've got my personal identity stuff.
The moving company, purportedly in Chantilly, Virginia, also doubled his binding estimate on day of pickup.
Just to give you the facts, it went from 6,270 up to 12,000.
And he's not alone. Bauman has identified a network of victims of this company, and he's reaching out to any federal agency willing to listen in an effort to get them to do something.
When you become a victim, and you truly feel the devastation and the pain of what this causes to your family, you need to tell people about it.
Another warning, more evidence. Bad actors are driving the moving industry in the wrong direction.
I honestly still feel like this is a hopeless situation for me.
Looking back, Chris wishes he trusted his instincts. Titan Moving and Storage van lines asked for 35% down. It should only be around 10 or less. They said they couldn't take credit card. That's a big red flag. They gave him an estimate over the phone. It should always be in person. And they doubled the binding estimate. According to the law, the price can only be changed if it's mutually agreed upon and done before your shipment is loaded. So everyone, do yourself a favor. Download this booklet. It's from the FMCSA. It's Your Moving Rights and Responsibilities. It has all of that information right here. We'll have a link to that on our website.
What a shady operation. People have to feel so violated and held hostage. What else have you found out about this company?
And it's crazy. It's just like, here we go again, right?
Right.
So we don't believe that the company is taking any new customers right now. Their website is down. No one answered the phone, and the emails bounced back. We also obtained documents that show as of July 12th, they did not have the authority to move people, but they still continued to do so.
Jeez.
All right, listen, if you have a matter for Mallory, let her know right now. You can email her at mallory@wmer.com.